So, looks good. We're just taking off here in Nantucket. The ceiling's 200-foot overcast, about 2-mile visibility. Be a fun little flight. We're just going to go around, shoot a little approach, hopefully bring you guys along for the whole thing. If we lose cell coverage, we'll try to get it back. But I'm hoping we will, because we're just going up, shooting the approach again. So we're taking off runway 24 here. Ceiling's 200-foot overcast. Get a little bit of a right crosswind. Here we go. I'm going to show in here a little bit too. Just show the panel a little bit and then go back. Here we go. Got full power, about 60 knots. A little bumpy today. Kind of unusual to get this low-level fog and some nice gusty winds too. Okay, we got a good rate. Bring the gear up. And about 100 feet now. Starting to lose the ground. And there we go, we're in the clouds. So, yeah, it's nice and bumpy down here today. Flying runway heading.
Hotel Papa, continue runway heading, contact departure 126.1.
Runway heading, departure 126.1, 7 on top today, or we'll see in a bit. Okay, so we're already on top now here at 600 feet. So that was a pretty quick little ordeal. Cape approach, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, 800, climbing 2000.
Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, Cape approach, ready contact, climb and maintain 1,600, say approach report.
Okay, we'll climb and maintain 1,600, and we'd like the ILS 24 for 7 Hotel Papa.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, roger, and just confirm your tower sign heading.
We runway heading from tower for 7 Hotel Papa.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, turn left heading 150, vectors ILS 24, advise the data stall.
We have golf, and we'll make a left turn 150, 7 Hotel Papa. I'm going to show the panel here, so we're making a left turn here. I think basically they're probably just going to have us make sort of a couple 90-degree left turns to go back to the other end of the runway to come back and shoot the approach. And we'll go ahead over here and punch in all the approach.
Papa, how many approaches did you want?
We'd like to do the ILS 24, and then come back to the RNAV 24, and then after that we'll pick up our IFR to Lawrence.
And 7 Hotel Papa, right?
Okay, so autopilot flew through the altitude by a little bit, but that's okay.
And 7 Hotel Papa, turn left heading 090.
Left 090, 7 Hotel Papa. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick flight because obviously we're just going around and coming back for the approach. So we'll go ahead and pull the power back here a little bit. Set that down. And then we'll come up here. We'll punch in the approach. We're doing the ILS 24. We're getting vectors for it. So we'll go ahead and load that and activate it. Bring up the approach plate down here. We're doing the ILS runway 24. Basically we can go down to 247 feet. Which is about what we'll need today, so this is going to be right at minimums. We'll go over here, punch in 250 for the minimums, so that'll alert us when we get to 250. And now we're basically all set. We got the approach frequency already dialed in. Missed approach will be straight ahead to 2300 if we need it. And yeah, other than that, should be pretty straightforward here. Just be a couple minutes while we fly back down to the other end of the airport and shoot the approach. And yeah. I don't know. It's been a good day, great day for flying. Got some nice weather. I just had a great little bite to eat.
Turn left heading 060.
Left 060, 7 Papa. Okay, so we're making another left turn there. Hey Jason, good to have you all the way from Puerto Rico. So yeah, great day to go flying. Got this nice little marine fog layer over in Nantucket. Just had a nice little bite to eat, and now we're going to go shoot a couple approaches, and then head back to Lawrence. But so you can see, hey, glad you guys are enjoying it. We were just talking about flying in the UK a little bit ago, so it's pretty interesting. And so there's the airport right there, so we're flying over here. Basically we're going to fly up this way for about another minute or two, and then they'll have us come back and we'll intercept the approach and go. And actually, we're going to shoot this one without the synthetic vision, just for the heck of it. practice. We'll see how I do. So we got the ILS dialed in there. And yeah, just be a couple minutes here while we kind of fly back around. Awesome, we got people from the UK, Ohio, Puerto Rico, all over. Basically we're just using LTE right now, and since we're staying so low and so close to the airport, we're hopefully going to have a good signal the whole way. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we got everywhere. We got Spain, DC, Ireland. Why are you not in airplane mode? Airplane mode is a scam. North Carolina, West Virginia, Gillespie, hey. Florida. Awesome, we got people from all over.
238 Whiskey Papa,
Miami. Basically, we just have a little audio sort of plugged in, plug it into the phone here, and Bahamas, Michigan. Awesome. The FAA is also watching. We'll try not to screw it up.
Correct Martha's Vineyard, correct Providence, correct Hartford, join Victor 229.
Awesome, we got North Carolina. I think, okay, hey, I think we're back. Sorry about that.
7 Hotel Pop. Tower will have you climb on instructions. Contact Nantucket Tower 118.3.
Tower 18.3, 7 Pop. Okay, we'll go over to Tower. I'll give the camera back to you. So, yeah, we're back. Sorry we lost you guys for just a minute there. But here we are on the approach. Nantucket Tower, Bonanza 367 Hotel Pop, ILS 24.
Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, Nantucket Tower, runway 24, cleared for the option, wind 270 at 16, gust 23, altimeter 2990.
Okay, 2990, copy the rest, and we're cleared for the option 24, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa. Okay, so there's the island up there. We'll be in the clear until we get pretty low, and you can see here we're just getting onto the localizer there, and in a minute here the glide. Yeah, about 1 minute, the glide slope will come in, and then we'll put the gear down, flaps down, slow down, and go down.
238 Whiskey Papa, Nantucket, ground runway 24, taxi via Charlie, Echo, cross runway 15.
Yeah, sorry we lost you guys there for a minute, just kind of lost the signal, got a little too far offshore. But now we got back, and we're heading down to shoot the approach here. The ceiling's 300 feet, and should be a pretty fun approach. So we're just going to do touch and go today.
08 Whiskey Papa,
and then we're going to come back and do one more approach.
Current, wind 26013, visibility
okay, so the glide slope's starting to come in here.
It's just
a little more than at 1 dot high. When it gets to about a dot high, we'll go ahead and put the gear and flaps down. So, yeah, sorry if we keep losing you guys. We should have a better signal here in a minute. But, yeah, we're on the approach. Glide slope's just coming in. In just a second here, the gear comes down really fast in this airplane, so right about there we'll go ahead and put the gear down. First notch of flaps. Got 3 green there. That's good. And I'm going to go and hand fly it today.
Thursday, Whiskey Papa,
for fun,
affirmative,
for practice.
runway 15 at Echo.
And here we go. So yeah, we're doing this one with no synthetic vision, just for the extra practice.
Via route November, maintain 2000, squawk 5324.
Here it goes.
Care 143, read back correct.
Yeah, so we're still on top here. We're only at 1,300 feet. We can go down to 247. And then the mist will be straight ahead to 2,300. I'm going to go ahead and dial that in. There, and we'll have that if we need it.
Nantucket Tower, Cirrus 238 Whiskey Papa, holding short of runway 24, ready for departure.
We're about 3 miles out.
Cirrus 238 Whiskey Papa, Nantucket Tower, turn right heading 270, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Traffic is on a 3-mile final.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, turn right heading 270 upon departure, 238 Whiskey Papa.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, 1 departure prior to arrival at Cirrus, just taking the runway.
7 Hotel Papa. Okay, so we're basically right on just a little bit low of
ground runway
here.
24, taxi via golf cross
and
runway
we'll be
15.
in the clouds in just a second. Got the gear down, first notch of flaps in, mixture's rich, props good for a go around, and we're right on the approach, right on the localizer, right on the glide slope, about 2.5 miles out from the runway, descending through 850 feet. And here we go. Here's the clouds. Again, some pretty interesting winds today, so this is going to be a tricky approach, but I think it's going to be fun.
Cirrus 8 Whiskey Papa, flight heading 270, contact departure.
Okay, about
270,
450
departure,
feet to
23
minimums.
Whiskey Papa.
Got some wind shear here, add some power. It's awfully bumpy in these clouds here. It is. Oh boy.
Care 143, I missed to verify information
That
hotel.
is some wind.
We have
It
hotel
really
Care
is.
143.
Roger, thank you.
Sorry if the camera's not too
so
steady,
now
guys.
we're in the clouds here. If you want to show them the instrument panel, we're bouncing all over the place. But that's okay. That's what makes it fun. A little bit of a challenge, some good practice. Okay, about 100 feet to go to minimums. There's the runway. And go full flaps, and we'll do touch and go here.
Minimums.
Okay,
Minimums.
down,
Traffic, 12
props
o'clock.
full forward.
Same altitude, less than 1 mile.
Okay, flaps up, cowl flaps open, we'll add power.
Tower Care 143, holding short of runway 24, ready in sequence, departure.
Care 143, Nantucket Tower, hold short of runway 24, awaiting IFR release.
Holding short, Care 143.
And Tower Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa's on the mist.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, flight heading 210, contact departure.
210 over to departure, 7 Hotel Papa. Okay, 210, so we're climbing through 300 feet, we got a good rate, and we're going to be on top right now. We'll start this turn over here to 210. See, that layer is only about 200 feet thick or so, on this side at least. Okay. Approach Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa 1000, climbing 2003, heading 300, heading 210.
Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, kid departure, ready contact. And did you want vectors to final this time around?
7 affirmative, and we'd like the RNAV 24 this time.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, roger, turn left heading 180.
Left to 180, and just confirm you want us up to 2,300 for 7 Hotel Pop. Or don't confirm, either way, whatever.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, I was on a landline on that last transmission, sir. Did you have a request?
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm you want 2,300 for the altitude.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, negative 2,000 is fine.
Okay, we'll maintain 2,000, 7 Hotel Pop.
Navajo Zuri Papa, contact Nantucket Tower 118.3 here. Tower 118.3.
Okay, so we'll have about 2,000 feet here. Go ahead and close the cowl flaps.
Whiskey
Bringing the
Papa,
power back.
contact approach on 118.2. 118.2, so long, 23, Whiskey Papa. Take care.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a fun little approach. We'll try this one more time. We might lose you again when we get out over the water. Hopefully not. This time we're going to shoot the RNAV approach, the GPS, instead of the ILS. So we'll go up here to, or actually, I don't know, we're going to go here to Nantucket, pick the RNAV runway 24 in vectors. We'll load that. And we'll go over here and bring up that approach plate. The RNAV 24, bring the power back.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, turn left heading 060.
Left 060, 7 Hotel Pop. Okay, left turn to 060.
A143, roger.
I love how it's 22 Celsius up here, and on the ground it's like 10 or 15.
What's that?
I love how it's 22 degrees Celsius here, and on the ground, just because of that thin layer.
Right,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
10
So we got a
degrees lower.
temperature inversion today too, so it's warmer up here than it is down there. But yeah, so basically just flying back to do one more approach here, so we'll go back down over here and then fly into the airport. Again, the ceiling's about 300 overcast, so it's a real fun day to go flying. And just glad I get to bring you guys along. I hope you guys have been enjoying all these videos. I know you got a lot of great comments and things on the recent vlogs, so keep checking those out. Share, just trying to share aviation with as many people as possible, and so I can't do that with all of you guys. So I love it when you comment, share these videos, and just kind of get to show people what you can do with an airplane, how important GA is, and how much fun it is. And so, yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite times to go flying. You just get this awesome view out here where you got the clouds and the ocean, and then you're flying along in the cloud, and all of a sudden you just you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden the runway is just magically right there. It's awesome. And yeah, just a couple more minutes here, and then we'll be back on the approach. And okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. We're just a little too far offshore, I guess, but now we're headed back, so I don't think we'll lose you again. We should have you the rest of the approach. But yeah, we just got Nantucket right up over there. I don't know if you can see that too well. Yeah, Nantucket's just right up there. Got the ocean all down here, and yeah, here we go. So yeah, we're just outside the final approach fix here by about 7 miles. And then we'll go straight into the runway here. So about another minute, and we'll make a left turn. We'll be on the final approach, and then we'll be back, and it should be 300 overcast again. Yeah, sorry we keep losing you guys. That's just how cellular connectivity out over the ocean works. But yeah, we'll be back in just a second here. About a little less than a minute. Just a mile and a half.
7 Hotel Papa, turn left heading 270, intercept the final approach course.
270 to intercept, 7 Hotel Pop. Okay, so we're making a left turn to 270, and we're going to intercept the approach, so we'll go ahead and just activate that. We haven't actually been cleared for the approach, so we can't intercept the glide slope just yet, but we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, so here we go. Got some clouds out here over the ocean already. See if I can get it to focus. Maybe I can't get it to focus. I don't know. There are clouds out here over the ocean. We'll just stay in the cockpit for now, though. And again, it'll be just this real thin layer, so we'll get down to about 500 feet, and then we'll be in just a minute, and then we'll break out right at 300 feet, just above minimums.
And 7 Hotel Papa, cross waves at or above 1,600, cleared RNAV runway 24 approach, contact Nantucket Tower 118.3.
Waves at or above 1,600, cleared RNAV 24 approach, Tower 18.3, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa. Okay, so we'll go over to Tower, we're cleared for the approach, and we got the glide path ready to go. We'll call the Tower. Nantucket Tower, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, RNAV 24.
Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, Nantucket Tower, runway 24, cleared for the option. Wind 260 at 15, hold 7er, 29er, 89er. Previously arrived Navajo traffic reported bases at 300 feet.
29er, 89er, copy the rest, 7 Hotel Papa. Did he clear us to land? I didn't actually pay attention.
Navajo 410 Papa, Nantucket Tower, runway 24, taxi via the access road and Echo.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. We'll find out. We'll clarify. He probably didn't because we're still like 10 miles out. But I
don't think he did.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had better Wi-Fi, but we're just stuck with Verizon for now. And here, 5 miles offshore, it's a little hard to get a good connection sometimes. But as we get closer here, the connection should improve, and that's really where the exciting part is anyway. But I just wanted to show you guys the whole thing. Okay, so we got the glide slope coming in here.
4108 Papa, fly heading 270, clear for takeoff, traffic Bonanza 7 mile final.
I think the fog is moving away.
Hey.
You can see the runway kind of.
Oh yeah, that's kind of lame. Yeah, the fog is moving away, which doesn't make this nearly as interesting. But here comes the glide slope, so we'll throw down the gear. We got 3 green there. We'll put in the first notch of flaps, so we got 15 degrees of flaps, and we should be all set. So we're coming down here. Right now it's coupled to the autopilot. I'm going to hand the camera back to Sandro, and we'll fly this.
You want the foggles to count this approach?
Where is the runway? You see the runway?
4108 Papa, fly heading 270.
Oh yeah, there's the runway. Okay.
See ya.
Yes. I mean, I'm not gonna bother. We'll do it later. But yeah, so I guess this one's not going to be as exciting because as you can see, maybe the fog has actually now moved so that we can see this end of the runway. But then once we take off, we'll be in the clouds. So the approach will be in the clear, the departure will be in the clouds. But yeah, still pretty fun nonetheless. Okay, so props good for a go around, power's good, speed's just a little bit fast, but that's okay. We'll just bring the power back a little bit here slowly. Yeah, really some nice views today though. We got Nantucket's really a beautiful island. Great view, especially over here out of the sun. Then we got the runway up there. We got a nice little crab angle going here. The wind up here is 250 at 40 knots. So we're doing 120 knots through the air, but we're only going 80 knots over the ground. Got a nice little crab angle with the crosswind, but that should die down as we get down to the runway. So yeah, here we go. We're at 1,000 feet. If we do happen to lose the runway for some reason, we can go down to 247, and then the mist will be straight ahead to 2300. So we'll go ahead and plug that in here, actually. Tower 7 just confirm we're cleared for the option.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, affirmative. Runway 24 cleared for the option.
24 cleared for the option. 7 spot, thanks. Okay, so we are cleared for the option, which means we can land. We can do a stop and go. We can do a touch and go. We can just go around. And so we basically just do whatever we want. And so in this case, we'll do another touch and go. We got the gear down, flaps approach. Speed's good. Right on the glide path, right on the localizer. This one I'm doing coupled. The last couple I just hand flew, and see how the autopilot does on this one. Getting a little bumpy. We got this nice little wind shear layer. So right here, the wind is still 40 knots at 700 feet. I might have to hand fly this. We'll see what happens here. See how the autopilot does. Wind check.
Wind 270 at 17, gust 24, altimeter 2990.
So in the last like 500 feet here, the wind is going to drop 20 knots. So I'm going to hand fly this because I see the autopilot to do very well with that. The problem here is that we got a headwind. The wind's going to drop about 20 knots, which means we're going to have to go faster. And when we're also going to be going faster over the ground, so we need a steeper approach. So it's a lot going on right now. But we're still right on. Got the runway in sight. No real problem landing right now because of the clear visibility on this end.
Minimums.
That's as low as we could have gone if we wouldn't be able to see the runway or any part of the runway environment. But we can, so we'll continue. Gears down. We'll leave the flaps at half. And we'll land, do touch and go, and then on the departure, we'll be in the clouds. we go, nice and smooth. Flaps coming up, cowl flaps open, and mixture's full rich, we'll go full power. And Tower Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa's on the mist.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, fly heading 270, contact departure. See you.
270 over departure, 7 Papa. Thanks for the help. G'day. Okay, we've got a good rate, gears up. We're back in the clouds now. Weren't in the clouds on the way in, but we're on the clouds on the way out. And here's 400 feet. We'll make a right turn to 270. Cape departure Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, 700 climbing 2,300, heading 270.
Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, Cape departure ready, contact, climb and maintain 4,000, reset transponder, squawk 5330.
Okay, 4,000, and was that, sorry, give me the transponder one more time.
Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, climb and maintain 4,000 and squawk 5330.
Okay, 5330 up to 4,000, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa.
Okay, 418, turn right heading 160.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and throw the autopilot on. Now it's nice and smooth up here again where it's super windy. But yeah, just going through that shear layer there where the wind is just changing really rapidly from like 40 knots to 20 knots over the space of just a few hundred feet. You get some pretty nice gusts just tossed all over the place, and the autopilot doesn't handle it too well. But now we're back on top of the clouds again, but it was a